Hello, dear students. Hope you are fine. Our lesson today is comparing and ordering rational numbers. To compare between two rational numbers, we need to mention some important notes. If the two numbers have different signs, then the positive number is greater than the negative number. For example, 500th is bigger than negative 15 over 2. If the two numbers have the same positive denominator, this is a smart fraction, then the number having the greater numerator is greater. For example, 7 over 13 is bigger than 5 over 13 because 7 is bigger than 5. If the two numbers have the same positive numerator, then this is a crazy fraction, then the numbers having the greater denominator is smaller. 2 over 5 is bigger than 2 over 9 because 9 is bigger than 3. Put the suitable sign smaller than, greater than, or equal. A. 5 over 12 and 7 over 12. Here we have the same denominator, so this is a smart fraction. So 7 over 12 is bigger than 5 over 12 as 7 is bigger than 5. B. 1 over 4 and negative 5 over 6. Here we have different signs, so the positive number is bigger, so 1 over 4 is bigger than negative 5 over 6. C. 11 over 12 and 11 over 15. Here we have same numerator, so this is a crazy fraction, so 11 over 12 is bigger than 11 over 15. D. 6 over 12 and 2 over 3. Here we have different fraction, so I will make a scissors. I will multiply 3 by 6 and the answer is 18 and 12 by 2 and the answer is 24. 24 is bigger than 18, so 2 over 3 is bigger than 6 over 12. E. 3.2 and 11 over 10. Here we have decimal and fraction, so I will change the decimal number into fraction. Here I have one decimal place, so the denominator will be 10. So the answer will be 32 over 10. Now it's a smart fraction, so 32 over 10 is bigger than 11 over 10. F. 2 over 3 and 4 over 5. Here we have different fraction, so we are going to make scissors. I will multiply 5 by 2 and the answer is 10 and 3 by 4 and the answer is 12. 12 is bigger than 10, so 4 over 5 is bigger than 2 over 3. G. I have 3.7 tenths and 3.15 hundredths. Here I have to make a balance. Now 3.70 hundredths is bigger than 3.15 hundredths. H. Negative 4 and negative 3. Negative 3 is bigger than negative 4 as the negative number are crazy as we mentioned before. I. Negative 4 and negative 4.1. Negative 4 is bigger than negative 4.1 as the negative numbers are crazy. Order from greatest to least. A. Negative 6 over 10, 4 over 5, 7 over 10, 0.5 and negative 4 over 5. First I have to change the decimal number into fraction. 0.5 will be equal to half, 1 over 2. And then I have to get the common denominator for all the fractions. The common denominator here will be 10, as 10 is a multiple of 5 and 2. So negative 6 over 10 will be as it is. 4 over 5 I will multiply by 2 up and down. It will be 8 over 10, 7 over 10 as it is. Half I will multiply by 5 up and down. It will be 5 over 10. And negative 4 over 5 I will multiply by 2 up and down. So it will be negative 8 over 10. Now I have smart fractions. I will start to order from greatest to least. The greatest number is 8 over 10, which is 4 over 5 in its original form. And then 7 over 10, and then 5 over 10, which is equal to 0.5 in its original form. And then negative 6 over 10, and then negative 8 over 10, which is equal to negative 4 over 5 in its original form. B. Negative 1.25 hundredths, 1 and 3 over 4, 6 over 8, negative 3 over 8. First, I have to change the decimal number into a mixed number. It will be negative 1 and quarter. And then I have to get common denominator for the fractions. The common denominator here will be equal to 8, as 8 is a multiple of 4. I will multiply by 2 up and down, so it will be negative 1 and 2 over 8. And then I will multiply also by 2 up and down, so it will be equal to 1 and 6 over 8. 6 over 8 will be as it is, and negative 3 over 8 will be as it is. Now the order. The greatest number is 1 and 6 over 8, which is equal to 1 and 3 over 4 in its original form. And then 6 over 8. And then negative 3 over 8. And then negative 1 and 2 over 8, which is equal to negative 1.25 hundredths in its original form. C. Negative 1.5, negative 5.3, 5.5, 1.3. Here all the numbers are decimals. So I will start with the order. The order will be, the greatest number is 5.5, and then 1.3, and then negative 1.5, and then negative 5.3. Order from least to greatest. 15 hundredths, negative 56 hundredths, 63 hundredths, negative 2 tenths. First I have to make a balance, so I will add 0 to 2 tenths. And then I will start to order from least to greatest. I will start with the negative numbers. The smallest number is negative 56 hundredths, and then negative 2 tenths, and then 15 hundredths, and then 63 hundredths. B. Negative 1 over 2, negative 1, negative 1 over 3, and 1 over 4. First I have to get a common denominator for the fractions. To get a common denominator, I will make an LCM, least common multiple, for 4, 3, and 2. I will start to factorize 4 into 2 and 2. Is 2 a prime number, so I will circle it, and 2 is a prime number, so I will circle it. 2 is already a prime number, and 3 also is a prime number. 4 will be equal to 2 multiply 2, 2 equal 2, and 3 equal 3. To get the LCM, it will be 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 equal 12. Now the common denominator is 12. Negative 1 over 2, I will multiply it up and down by 6, so it will be negative 6 over 12. Negative 1, it will be equal to negative 12 over 12. Negative 1 over 3, I will multiply it by 4 up and down, so it will be equal negative 4 over 12. 1 over 4, I will multiply it by 3 up and down, so it will be 3 over 12. Now I will start to order from least to greatest. The smallest number is negative 12 over 12, which is negative 1 in its original form. And then negative 6 over 12, which is equal half in its original form. And then negative 4 over 12, which is equal to negative 1 over 3 in its original form. And then 3 over 12, which is equal to 1 over 4 in its original form. C. 2.5, 2 and 3 over 5, negative 2, 2 and 1 over 3. First, I will change the decimal number into a mixed number, 2.5. Then, I have to get the LCM to get the common denominator. The LCM for 5 and 2 and 3 is equal to 30. So the common denominator will be 30. I have to multiply half up and down by 15. So it will be 2 and 15 over 30. And then I will multiply 2 and 3 over 5 by 6 up and down. So it will be 2 and 18 over 30. Negative 2 will be equal to negative 2 as it is. And 2 over 1 and 1 over 3, I will multiply by 10 up and down. So it will be 2 and 10 over 30. Then I will start to order from the smallest to greatest. I will start with the negative number. So negative 2 is the smallest number. And then 2 and 10 over 30, which is 2 and 1 over 3 in its original form. And then 2 and 15 over 30, which is 2.5 in its original form. And then 2 and 18 over 30, which is equal to 2 and 3 over 5 in its original form. The density of the rational numbers. Between every two different rational numbers, there are an infinite number of rational numbers. Note that we should convert their denominators to have a common denominator at first. Exercise. Find the rational numbers lying between A, 1 over 3 and 2 over 3. First, I have to check that both fractions have the same denominator. And then, how can I get the rational numbers lying between 1 over 3 and 2 over 3? I have to multiply each fraction by 10 up and down. So, 1 over 3 will be 10 over 30 and 2 over 3 will be 20 over 30. And then, the rational numbers lying between 10 over 30 and 20 over 30 will be 11 over 30, 12 over 30, 13 over 30, 14 over 30, and so on. B. 2 over 3 and 5 over 6. We have here in the denominator 3 and 6. So, we have to make a common denominator. The common denominator here is 6, as 6 is a multiple of 3. So, I will multiply 2 over 3 by 2 up and down. It will be 4 over 6. I want to get the rational numbers lying between 4 over 6 and 5 over 6. I will multiply both fractions by 10 up and down. 4 over 6 will be equal to 40 over 60, and 5 over 6 will be equal to 50 over 60. Now, I can get the rational numbers lying between 40 over 60 and 50 over 60. 41 over 60, 42 over 60, 43 over 60, 44 over 60, and so on. C. 2 over 3 and 3 over 4. I have here in the denominator 3 and 4. So I have to get the LCM for the denominator. It will be 12. I will multiply 2 over 3 by 4 up and down. And 3 over 4 by 3 up and down. It will be 8 over 12 and 9 over 12. Now, to get the rational numbers lying between 8 over 12 and 9 over 12, I have to multiply each fraction by 10 up and down. 8 over 10 will be equal to 80 over 120, and 9 over 12 will be equal to 90 over 120. Now I can get the rational numbers lying between 80 over 120 and 90 over 120. 81 over 120, 82 over 120, 83 over 120, 84 over 120, and so on. D. Negative 3 over 4 and negative 1 over 2. First, I have to get common denominator. So, I will multiply negative 1 over 2 by 2 up and down. Now, to get the rational numbers lying between negative 3 over 4 and negative 2 over 4, I have to multiply both fractions by 10 up and down. So, negative 3 over 4 will be equal to negative 30 over 40, and negative 2 over 4 will be equal to negative 20 over 40. Now, to get the rational numbers lying between negative 30 over 40 and negative 20 over 40, it will be negative 29 over 40, negative 28 over 40, negative 27 over 40, and so on. E. I have 3 and 75 hundredths and 3 and 76 hundredths. To get the rational number lying between them, I have to add 0 to both decimal numbers. Now, the rational number lying between 3 and 750 thousandths and 3 and 760 thousandths, it will be 3 and 751 thousandths, 3 and 752 thousandths, 3 and 753 thousandths, and so on.